Good morning, welcome along to Clips Motorcycles, out with RB this morning, and we're just going to show you this. This is one of our old retro bikes. This has come in on a part exchange. A customer sold us this bike and it's just been sold again. I haven't seen one of these in absolutely ages. Hyosung GV125. This is the GV125 V-twin engine, and it's an oil cooler on the front. That's not a radiator, it's an oil cooler to the front of this oil cooled engine. And obviously this one is due in for restoration today. Customer has bought it. But what a gorgeous bike these were back in the day. I do love that long chrome tailpipe on that. Absolutely gorgeous ride. Some lovely big thick cruiser tyres. And just check out those mag wheels on that. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice deep mudguard to the rear. And obviously this one's bulbs all round. But what a gorgeous bike these were back in the day. And this has got the little extra bag to the front of this. So the customer that had this before did look after it. He's had it in his garden for about 2 years, just never ever rode it, and it's got, I believe, about 791 miles on the clock, 761 miles on the clock. But what a lovely little cruiser bike this is. Some lovely wide mirrors on this, very very good controls on this, and this is the old carburetted version as well. So absolutely loved carburetted bikes, if you know how I like my carb bikes rather than injected bikes. I'm going to take this one out. I'm just going to give it a road test, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about these GVs, because obviously the new GV has been launched via Hyosung under a different dealer. So back in the day when these first came out, these were absolutely beautiful. They were selling like hotcakes straight out of the oven, and a lot of people did go for these. Also they had the Hyosung GT125, which was that racer. But obviously it was a lot of bike. These used to retail around about the £3,200 mark, and they were a very very gorgeous bike to actually purchase. Very nice controls on this. So you've got the rev counter to the right, the speedometer to the left, indicators, main beam, neutral light, and your mileage in the centre along with your fuel tank. But what a gorgeous bike these were to take out. So we're just going to take this one out, get some mileage on it, and obviously just road test this before the customer comes to pick up. But very nice seating position, very very deep and low seat on this. Got very very low centre of gravity, and you've got those forward pegs on it as well. So we're just waiting for the lights to change. We're going to get this out into traffic and give it a run. So it's 5-speed box on this one as well, so just taking our time pulling out into traffic. And obviously with that 5-speed box, pulls very very quickly. Now with this one, obviously I don't need to do 40 mile an hour because it's had its running mileage already. Just pulling through the box, bringing it up to pound. Now you still got to remember this is a 125 cruiser. So just sitting at a nice steady 45 just to get the tyres warm for the minute. And then we're going to take it for a run down the dual carriageway. This is just a quick ride test, obviously, just for me to make sure that the bike is all good, the brakes are all effective, everything's all pulling correctly, and make sure that there are no issues before this goes out. So just pulling away. Second, third, fourth, up in the top gear, and give it some beans. But what a lovely seating position this is. Knees nicely up behind the tank, those forward facing pegs, very very comfortable. Now I'm not a lover of cruiser bikes, but this is so comfortable. This just reminds me of the Rangers. And I'm sitting at a nice steady 60 mile an hour on the dual carriageway. Got no issues, no pulling back whatsoever, and it's just so planted on the road with that low centre of gravity. So if you could get hold of one of these GV125s, I would say you're sitting on a little gold mine, because obviously the new GV, I absolutely hate it. It's horrible seat on it, the tank looks absolutely disgusting. Every time I would sit for one of these older carbed versions of the GV, and the tank on this is huge. I'd say he's got to be at least a 15-16 litre tank on this. Absolutely lovely. But pulls all through the gears nicely, no pulling back issues whatsoever, and just rev matching down through that gearbox. Obviously this hasn't been run for a couple of years, so it does need a damn good run just to give it a bit of a clear out. Absolutely beautiful. So it's due to come in today. That's coming across to me, where I'm going to be giving it a nice little clean up with the Autosol, get some ACF 50 on it, and give it a damn good polishing, and get this out to the customer. But absolutely gorgeous, beautiful little bike, this one. So Hyosung GV125, just a quick ride test just to show you what the bike was like. You've been out riding with RB as usual. If you enjoyed the video, or you got any comments about one of these, or if you own one, leave your comments on the page below. As usual, like, subscribe, and thanks to the boys at Eclipse Motorcycles for letting me out on this one this morning. Love it, absolutely love it. They're available 01908 643 603. Got a very, very big selection of Lex Moto in, and of course they used bikes, not just 125s. We go right up to about 1000 cc's on that. So if you fancy a bigger bike, got a couple in. Suzuki K2 GSXR's just come in, absolutely beautiful bike that one is. That's on a Movistar panel collection on that, so limited edition panel collection. Got the Movistar Telefonica panel on that as well, fairings on that one. Also just come in Triumph Daytona in black. So if you fancy any of those, they will be coming up in future ride tests. But as usual, click like and subscribe on the page, leave your comments in the section below. Easiest way to get to all the media is off my website, revbomb.co.uk. Eclipse Motorcycles on the first page, all my social media on the last page. That's the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and the YouTube. We're going to get a couple more miles on this baby, and until then, RB signing out, wishing you be well, ride safe guys, and until the next time, it's a big goodbye from me.